Hiya folks, welcome back to my channel. Burnley beat Plymouth 1-0 at the turf tonight, and for 55 minutes, 60 minutes, it was possibly uh, the best flowing football and purposeful football and dominant football that we've seen from this rejuvenated, restructured team post the Luton and Cardiff wins at the beginning of the season. We moved the ball much faster in the first half, triangles, patterns of play. Uh, Not that we were really penetrative or anything. We did have more shots, and the Plymouth's keeper had to make like some routine saves, notably from Jaden Anthony twice. And there was one close effort, or should I say, presentable opportunity for Coley O'Shaw towards the end of the first half, where he got under the ball instead of over it, and he ballooned it over the net in a similar fashion, in a way, to how Sammy and Joe missed his golden chance at Oxford. And we bossed the game, and there was purpose to what we did, and we were crisper in possession. And Esteve and CG Egan Riley played a lot more, well, again, a large number of diagonal passes out to both wingers, Jaden Anthony and Coley Oshaw. But as opposed to how it was at Oxford, it was a lot more successful today, because Oxford were much more structured, resolute, and in much more of a better shape compared to what Plymouth set up like. And uh, it it was an incessant Burnley pressure in the first half, but there was moments where we sort of carved them open through the midfield, bypassed the press, and got in well. And it was just a case of, there are goals here. We're really knocking on the door, but it was just the final moments, the final pass. Sometimes players getting in each other's way, or just a breakdown of communication and a lack of chemistry in the final third, when it came down to just the final piece. That is what prevented us, in my opinion, from potentially going into a 3-up at half time. And, we got the goal through the penalty when Josh Coleman was brought down in the area, and obviously Brown put the penalty away in something of emphatic fashion, even though I, you know, didn't have the most confidence in him for some reason, because he can be a bit erratic from dead ball type situations, and I thought Foster was gonna take it, but no, Brown put it away, and we went and deserved 1-0 at least winners. And for the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, we came out on the front four, looking threatening again, having more territory, more shots, forcing corners, and there was a lot of pinball around the edge of our box. And it just seemed like one of those games where it was either Burnley were going to extend the lead, to go 2-up, or, Plymouth had showed some promise in transitions and things like that, where they nearly got in behind us in the first half. Not that they created anything, but you just thought that we need more than one goal to win. And as look at it, we've won it 1-0. But unfortunately, what should have been a commanding and dominant performance and a statement to the rest of the league, an opportunity to put a team to bed and score 2 or 3, ended up really petering out into a bit of a sluggish non-event in the second half. And Plymouth do play some good football, And I'm just a bit less than impressed in some ways by the way that we managed the game in the second half. I thought that Plymouth did a great job in terms of picking up pockets of space into our midfield and getting in behind both wing backs. I especially thought that as much as I've approved of his performances so far, that young Bashir Humphries had a bit of a struggle on at left back tonight, and you know, he found himself having to track back after being caught out of position and exposed from being too high at the pitch a lot. And he wasn't that good in possession either. But basically, Plymouth carved us open without really ever threatening. I don't think Trafford ever, was fully extended or did I have to make a save. But the longer the game went on, it was just sort of flat, lethargic, and as though we were trying to manage the game and just wind the clock down and see it through to a 1-0 win, which I suppose you can argue it two ways. You can argue that we should, uh, be endeavouring to be more authoritative in, in own games, or you could argue that, we managed the game with 1-0. There'll be tougher tests to come and we can move on to what will be a bruising local derby against Preston on Saturday. But I was just hoping to see us piece together as close to a 90-minute performance as possible. We've not done that. But when we're going to be playing against a team who are going to let us have a majority of the ball and want to spring on a break, what we did in the first half, the movement, the patterns of play, and the speed of the ball movement, and the ability to change up and people dropping into different positions and moving around the pitch with fluidity is what we need to try and do moving forward. Obviously, the goals are going to have to be spread about because we haven't got the clinical striker that we need. Although I did think that Lyle Foster again was fantastic in terms of what he brought to the party with his link-up play, his dropping deep, his strength, his muscular presence and power. And there was a couple of occasions where he just didn't get the bounce of the ball, where it looked as though he could sit where the ball was going to sit up for him to strike. And just as he was about to gear up to shoot, the ball somehow didn't sit up like it could have done. And I was just praying for him to get just reward of his endeavours in the shape of a goal, but not to be among just have to hope that his injury isn't too bad either. But all in all, it's a win. 1-0. We've not created a lot. This is not a performance that's going to do anything to boost us in terms of the expected goal stats. We're not looking like a team who's going to be able to run ragged and score 3-4 goals and destroy an opposition. But equally now, that's 7 games and we've conceded 3 goals, and arguably, the goal at Luton was already only scored when the goal was already sewn up at 3-0. So we've only conceded the real meaningful goals against Portsmouth and against Sunderland when we've gone behind. So defensively, we look really not exactly not watertight because teams are causing us problems. We've had real problems against Portsmouth and Plymouth in patches, and we do look a bit lightweight and a bit suspect and lacking in athleticism in midfield. But basically, when you've got such a colossus defender as Maxim Esteve in your ranks in the Championship, he's probably the best centre back in the whole league, and he's a man mountain. So yeah, when he's there, you've not got too much to worry about in defensive quarters. But I'd give the performance about 6 out of 10. Job done. Not really anything to write home about. But we got back to winning ways. We kept a clean sheet, and the way that we played in the first half is what we need to endeavour to put together as a 90-minute performance. Because if we were to hand the initiative over to other teams in the league, like teams who create a lot more, maybe Leeds, West Brom, Sheffield, I don't think that would have ended trying to hold out for that time as we did. I was personally surprised as well that Brownhill got the man of the match, because I didn't see him do a great deal other than score the penalty. And I personally, if I were given the man of the match, would have given it to Hannibal, because I think he really pulled the strings in the midfield for us, and that was by far the most purposeful. I've never seen him pass too many balls forward like he was trying to do tonight, and I think he was a lot more composed. The thing with him is he's quite silky and quite strong and does some real good stuff, but then uh, when it's a more simple touch or a simple decision, he sometimes makes a mess of doing the most obvious things. So I just hope he can keep his concentration and get used to, being more consistent with what he does in the game. But no, I think he was really good. And yeah, on to Saturday, on to a big derby. A win's a win at the end of the day. We're second, and it's not really the sort of football to make you fall off your chair at the moment, but we're only going to get better from here. And efficiency and grinding out wins is sometimes, the mark of a successful team. And hopefully the chemistry's coming and we can repeat what we did tonight against Preston for the whole 90 minutes. A quick word to the Plymouth fans, because I think it's absolutely phenomenal the way that they travel for a 6-7 hour journey on a wet Tuesday night. So every respect to all the Plymouth fans, and I hope they have a safe journey home. But anyway, I'm off to bed. We're second in the league. Mind the gap past the Rovers, because it's only going to get bigger and better and wider throughout the season from now on. One defeat could see them catapulting back down the table to where they belong. So come on, Burnley. Good night from me, and please like, subscribe. Excuse me, I'll put my teeth back in. Please go like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy the content that I provide on here. And I'll speak to you all soon before the Preston game. Bye for now.